Hello, welcome back to Sudrian Spotlight, where I'm focusing on some of my models from my Sudrian Histories project, an effort to do a kind of serious reboot of the North Western Railway from the Railway series books. This episode focuses on everyone's favourite cheeky little engine, North Western Railway number 106. The loco known to Sudrians as Percy first arrived on the island in 1920. Originally built by Avonside Engine Co. of Bristol, number 106 underwent a rebuild by Peckett, including a new boiler, before transferring to the NWR. Some time after the merging of the Tidmouth, Knapford and Farquhar Railway into the North Western, a short wheelbase 040 saddle tank was desired at Knapford docks. Crews were used to using the small wagon turntables to turn the vertical boilered coffee pot locos, but as these fell out of use or struggled to keep up with train loadings, something more powerful but with the same operational flexibility was desired. Thus, 106 was assigned to Farquhar sheds from 1935. Its small wheelbase was perfect as it too could use the turntables in the docks. 106 ran as such until May 1929, when it gained the name Perseus. The naming ceremony was undertaken to coincide with the launch of Barrow-built submarine HMS Perseus, for which the loco travelled to the Vickers Armstrong Works. You might ask, why is Perseus green whilst most of the other locos are blue? Well, the reason is he was green when he arrived from Peckett's and stayed that way. The lining was added at the naming ceremony in 1929. The model of Percy is a real hodgepodge. The chassis and motor are from the Dapol, later Hornby, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Pug. The cab and smokebox are heavily cut and shut from a Triang Nelly, and the saddle tank is from the old favourite Smoky Joe, while the cylinders and valve gear are taken from a Backman Percy, or in this case the knockoff version known as Greg. The boiler is stuffed full of liquid gravity, making Percy slow but strong. Liquid gravity is small metal ball bearings. Like most of my little shunters, he runs on battery power remote control using Deltang RC gear. The charging socket is located just under the smoke box between the cylinders, and the receiver is in a notch cut into the chassis just like on Bill. The battery just about fits in the cab with not much room to spare. The cab itself has had its bunker lowered down to better replicate the Avonside look, where the lip of the bunker is the same height as the bottom of the cab cutout. And the smoke box has been lowered down too, to better represent an outside cylinder loco. I've added a few little details like the injector pipe work, made from a brass rod, and the bell, which Percy uses on the quayside tramway around Knapford for safety reasons, much like the GWR 1369 class did in Weymouth. The bell is from a Hornby King George V. In the future, I'd like to add some more details like oil cans on the footplate, more details on the pipework like injectors and clack valves. Currently Perseus is lettered differently on each side to represent the peacetime NWR in gold and the wartime NW in white. Perhaps one day I'll remove the large 12-volt motor and replace it with a 3 or 6-volt one. Partly for space, but also to regain a bit of speed as he is limited to crawling around at the moment. The battery only puts out 3.7 volts maximum, so effectively you're running the motor at quarter speed. I do have a soft spot for Perseus though, and despite his faults, he remains a really useful locomotive. If you'd like to see more Sudrian Spotlights and general Railway Mania content, why not click the subscribe button? Let me know what you think in the comments. I filmed another batch of these, so please stay tuned.